Hi, this is D. Snyder from Twisted Sister and you're watching GRIMM TV. No! I like Mr. Lordi from Lordi and, well, GRIMM TV. Yeah.
Really nice to meet you yet again.
Yeah. Fucking hell, I'm getting stuck with my hair. Okay. Yep.
Usually ask, how are you doing? But probably long day yet again.
Oh yeah, I woke up at 6 a.m. Started making myself pre-K and yeah, no food, only Pepsi and cigarettes. All good.
Breakfast for a champion, or?
Yeah, all that, and lunch and everything.
And lunch and everything, yeah. Anyway, we're basically here to have a quick chat about your upcoming new album. It's out in about a month, I believe.
Yeah, I guess
like
it's like 21st of March, something like that. 3 weeks away, something like that.
Limited Edition. That rolls off the tongue quite easily. As usually, your music is kind of like quite often inspired by basically the things that you're a huge fan of, like horror movies and so on.
No.
But in this one, it was like specifically said I was really inspired by your like tend to collect things.
Yeah, well, yeah. Musically, it's still the same old shit, you know. It's like a follow-up album to the previous Screenwriters Guild. Musically, when we're talking about like a theme of the album, that's where it's based on. It's based on like 80s toys and 80s action figures and commercials and TV shows and shit like that. It's a loose theme, though. It's like the previous one was like pretty much tight, more tightly around the whole theme of horror movies, but this one is like very loosely themed around the collectibles and shit like that. The reason for that is that for the first time, I think in Lordi's history, I had the vision in a way. I had the theme in my mind, but it was all just visual influences, like Rubik's Cube and shit like that. So how the hell can you write a song about Rubik's Cube? Or you can't, you shouldn't, and we didn't. So it's a loose theme. Yeah, it's a loose theme.
But you still like you still see it come back throughout the whole album and every song a little bit, like little hints and pieces.
Yeah. But it's more about the like 80s. The like it's about the 80s visuals. That's what I have in my mind.
Yeah. And well, with every like new album, there's also comes like new costumes.
Yeah.
From like I was checking out trying to check out the details and stuff like that, and like with your costume, like it looks very much the same as it did before, but all those mirror plates in it kind of very much appreciate it, like to put that 80s thing in there that way.
Mirrors, and also one might notice that this is actually like a version like 2.0 from the Apocalypse costume, so it has like it's like a it's like a new version of the Apocalypse costume for a reason, because next year it's 20 years since the Apocalypse, and I know that we will be wearing these same costumes also next year, as we have this 2-year cycle all the time happening. So, yeah.
And on that note, a little sidestep, are there like any plans to like properly celebrate that quite monumental album for you guys?
And on that side note, yes, there are plans, but I cannot tell you anything more because they are just plans at the moment.
Of course. Yeah. Well, like I was kind of guessing there would be something, because it was a quite important album for the band's career.
Right.
So. Yeah. I also like a little bit more about the costumes still. Hisi, he really this time strongly reminds me of Predator.
Oh really? Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Somehow with the like bit fatter dreads with the skulls in it and stuff like that.
Well, the skulls are actually something that we already used on Ox before. So he had the skulls already before. So it was kind of like more like a little nod towards
Okay,
Ox
yeah.
more than Predator.
Or maybe it's just a jump from him looking like a swamp creature
Yeah.
to more how he looks
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
That
right,
really
right,
it just really
right,
reminds me
right,
somehow
right,
of
right.
Predator, which really fits with 80s
right.
theme again. So
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, I mean, why not? Yeah.
and so that with Gone, you even further went into the cyborg
Oh, really?
theme.
Yeah.
But like with a real clear 80s touch again, with the kind of colors and
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. And that costume is the first Lordi. Well, that costume is the first Lordi costume that is actually the armor is glass fiber. It's not latex. It's like a fucking armor, and it wasn't done by me. It was done by Kurt from down under Australia, who came all the way to the other side of the globe and helped me out for a few weeks, which was fucking great. And hi Kurt, if you're watching, not the Simpsons. This is just a little joke between me and him. Not the Simpsons. Okay, well, but yeah, Kurt did amazing job with the costume. I'm not good at glass fiber job. He is a fucking master on that.
Yeah, it really caught my eye that like he's looking more and more cyborg with every turn.
Yeah. Because Connor himself wanted to look more like a Star Wars guy, and he wanted to look more like Eddie from Iron Maiden, Eddie from Somewhere in Time. And why not?
Yeah. Now that you say it, indeed, yeah. Now for this album, you again did like the production mostly yourself, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's just to have full control over how it turns out.
Yeah. Why wanting anybody else's opinions if they're wrong?
Yeah, of course.
They're bound to be wrong. If they differ from mine, they're wrong.
With this album coming out, you're also planning to do a quite extensive tour throughout like Europe and such.
As usual, yeah. The only difference this time is that we used to tour like 2-3 months in a in a row, and then do the summer festivals or whatever. Now we're doing only 1 month, or is it like a little bit more than a month? Right now when the album comes out, then we have a little break, then we have the summer festivals, and we do a second leg in the fall. Let's try this, why not? So we have never done this. We have never split the touring like half.
Yeah, I've seen quite a couple of bands that like more and more starting to do that kind of things.
Which will be nice, because then you're not that long away from home. It doesn't, if you split in, I mean, you get home half faster.
But on that note of like touring, are there any particular songs of this new album that you're really looking forward to bring live?
So obviously we will start with the opening track, The Legends Are Made of Clichés. I mean, I don't think that is, going to be a surprise to anyone. I mean, we will play the single, Syntax Terror, and we actually have played that already, and Retropolis we also played, but then now Elizabeth is another one that we're going to be playing. Are we playing anything else from this album? No, or not. I don't remember, because we just decided the set list like a few days ago. Yeah.
It's going to be a surprise then.
Yeah, and I will be surprised too, because I don't remember now. So I have a feeling that we are playing 5 songs, but I can only count 4 now. So I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't remember. There might be a 5th one there from the album. I don't remember.
I guess we'll all be surprised then.
Yeah.
On my way here, I was listening to the album, and one of the like between bits kind of caught my ear.
Little SCG radio theater parts.
One of them sounded very much like a WWE or WWF.
Yeah.
Just made me wonder if you've been like a huge fan of that.
Yeah, I was. I absolutely was. Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, those guys, fucking hell. Yeah. I was,
Just back then, not anymore?
Not anymore, no. I was, yeah, in the 80s, huge fan of wrestling, huge fan of Hulk Hogan, and all these characters back in the day, Ultimate Warrior, King Kong Bundy, Jake the Snake Roberts, fucking, all these fucking, Iron Sheik, you know, all these guys, I love them. Then in the 90s it kind of like slowed down because I guess in the 90s we didn't really see it in Finnish TV. And then it came back with Kane and Undertaker and all that stuff like in the early 2000s or something. Then I was a fan again, but then I guess it disappeared from the Finnish TV again, well, which it actually has happened. It's not seen on Finnish TV anymore, but also what happened is that the characters are gone. There are no more characters, so I lost interest in them. For me, the whole wrestling thing was about the strong characters, like really extreme characters. For me, it doesn't do it for me that there's a guy with his own name and his own look, and that's it. You know, with muscles, I don't care about that shit. You know, put on some makeup, put on a wig, put on a fucking mask, do something, be something. For me, it's theater. For me, it should be visible.
Well, it's entertainment sport, so
yeah. I mean, I think it's sport. I mean, the guys are sweating. I can see that they're sweating. I think they're doing, you know, they're doing athletic things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's as much or even more sports than fucking figure skating or something like that. It's definitely more sports than fucking bowling or fucking, I don't know, all these things. I don't care about sports at all, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, probably I am wrong. Yeah.
Well, that you mentioned that you were a big fan of Hulk Hogan makes sense because the voice really sounded like Hulk Hogan, so.
Or also like Macho Man Randy Savage, you know.
Yeah. Kind of going on like the theme of this album, like collectibles and stuff like that, kind of made me curious what your like most prized like collectible would possibly be.
Okay, and you're not the first one who's asking that. And I don't know. I know why the fuck didn't I see this coming that people are asking that? Because I don't know. I mean, I have tons of shit. I'm a hoarder when it comes to collecting shit. I'm not focusing on any like one particular topic anymore. I mean, I've been a Kiss collector my whole life. I mean, I collect Muppet Show. I collect Star Wars. I collect Nightmare on Elm Street. I collect, you know, Evil Dead and E.T. and Gremlins and shit like that. And you know, but I don't know. I don't know what I should mention. I have some cool stuff that I like. You know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what is my favorite collectible that there's quite a few. I mean, in all those topics that I'm not sure that they are like necessarily that rare or something, but they're just something really close to my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like didn't have to necessarily be something that was super rare or like pricey or whatever. Like there's always that like little tiny thing that just means so much for yourself.
Yeah, and I think for me it's like I go with collecting. I go with quantity over quality. hoarder, you know, level.
And like you must have quite the collection then of like Lordi stuff as well somewhere like stacked up.
Yeah. But that's in a separate container of the Lordi stuff, really. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about the container level.
Come to my house, there's no Lordi stuff on display. You want to see? I don't want to see myself. I like to see Gene Simmons and fucking Freddy Krueger, and that's what I want to see.
Yeah, makes sense. Since we're a little bit like short on time, I think we're about there. I'll be looking forward to what new like show elements that you're bringing with the new album.
I am also looking forward because I have no idea. Well, I have some ideas. The thing is that we're all again, as usual, very behind the schedule. I mean, the first gig is now when we are doing this. The first show is like in 3 weeks. I have like week and a half to do all the props and all that shit, and I'm still working on the graphics for the merchandise. So So I'm looking forward to see what we're going to be having too. So, because I don't know what will we have time to build and do. Yeah. You always see that it's coming. You always know that you have months and months and months to do, but you're not doing it. And then on the last minute you're like, oh shit, now it's almost too late already. Yeah. It's just too comfortable, scratching your balls.
I think we all know that issue.
Yeah, well, for my defense, I have to say that I've been really busy with everything else. That was like prioritized before that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but yeah, we will have something, and if nothing more, it will be monsters playing heavy rock. That's what will happen. Anyway. Yeah.
And that's something you're always sure of.
Yeah. Yeah. There was something that I wanted to mention. You were right. Yeah. You were asking about the WWE and the voice of that little commercial there. I wanted to add that on this album there's something funny with all those voices there. They are acted by Ralph Ruiz once again. Even though the voices are completely different because we used motherfucking AI. So there are bits and pieces where you can hear Ralph's real voice, but then most of the time we change it. It could be like our front of house. It's Mana on one of the sounds. It's my voice on one of the sounds of the clicks. But it's funny that it's Ralph on every single line there, but it just the AI changed. We changed the voices. And Ralph, funnily, when it comes to the wrestling thing, he used to work for WWE tour managing, for 16 years or something like that. Cool. Until Corona started. Yeah. So, circles come together. Yeah.
The world is sometimes really tiny.
Yeah. Tiny little world.
All right. I'm gonna wrap it up with that.
I think we have 5 or maybe not. I don't know. I mean, he came to. Was it already or was it like 5?
It was
Okay, it was. We're done. Motherfucking label dudes.
Is there anything at all that you would like to add still, or we're just keeping it at that?
I don't know. I've been up until from 6 a.m. I have no idea what time it is. I haven't eaten today. Get me out of here.
And on that note.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
All right.
Help me.
Thanks for the talk.
Yeah.